We're live.
We're live.
We're live. Hey, you guys, it's Keely reporting live from Still with the Kiss. After last week's video disaster, it was a hot mess. It's just been the word of the year. I think this is the year of the hot mess. We tried something new. We tried doing through Vimeo, doing a simulcast. That way we could go live in multiple platforms, not just Facebook. Let's just say it was an epic fail. For when we learned you can't film this way, so we were like sideways the whole time. Sorry about that. And it was blurry and it kept cutting out. And so I feel like if you made it through last week's video and kind of caught what I was talking about, power to you, because I couldn't even make it through it. I just thought, oh, this is bad. So I'm going to start off today just a quick recap of last week for those of you who just gave up, and I don't blame you. We haven't given up on simulcasting, but we're going to work the bugs out before we even attempt that mess again. So last week, if you gave up, I forgot about these. I'll run over here. I try to be organized. October, Katrinkles. These are all limited edition. We have, Halloween stitch markers. Each one has a glow in the dark. We also have a holographic skull shawl pin. So don't miss out on those. Those are super cool. We love Halloween stuff. Haldicraft. We got more of the fun kits in that you knit and crochet. Tons of styles. We even have a mermaid now with sequins. Lots of different things to pick from. Lots of different animals and creatures, and we have, most of them are crochet, but there are a few knit. Lykke blush needles. We finally got the blush double points in the magenta basket weave case, so now we have fuchsia denim, which is smooth, and magenta basket weave, and there may be, as you can see, some color variation. Apologies in advance, we don't make them. We're fully stocked right now on Lykke needles of just about every ilk. I think hook sets are about the only thing we don't have a good stock on. So don't miss out on those. And the one thing that we swore we'd never, ever, ever buy at market, we, guess what, bought. And that was jewelry. And the main reason why, because last week I had on my cute Namsar outfit, which I didn't want to wear the same thing again today. Plus, I wore it over the weekend. I've been in LA. I just got back, so I look a little tired. It's probably why. But I had on one of my Namsar tops, and we found these necklaces. I mean, look at that. Does that not look great? I think it's like, oh my gosh, we need those. And not only, it goes with like everything. I just grabbed a few of our tops. I mean, look, I wore it with that too over the weekend. I look very LA. And that, it just goes with so much. We just go from top to top going, oh my gosh, that looks so good. So that's kind of what caught our eyes. We love these little horn necklaces. But I was really just on a mission to find me a bracelet. Jeannie and I were looking at bracelets, and then we thought, well, maybe everybody else needs bracelets. I saw you like bracelets. Look, aren't these fun? They're just little bangles, and I like them because unlike these, I like this one. I bought this at a store somewhere that has guitar strings, but I lose them because they're all separate. These I like because they make noise. You can hear me coming, and they're all connected, so you don't wind up with one. I think I have about a third of what I started with on this one. And of course our tassel bracelets, which are super cute as well. Just fun little things. I just like fun little bracelets. So we bought more than this, but this is all that we got. Well, the rest is what we're going to be here in April.
Probably spring is what they said.
Yeah, I think that's an April ship date. I guess that is if the truck doesn't catch on fire with all this stuff in it, like all of our clothes that we bought. We were actually just in there to see what happened to our order. We're like, oh, I like this bracelet. Oh, I like that bracelet. Next thing you know, we're buying jewelry for the store. It was not on our list of things that we had planned on doing. We're still a hard no when it comes to shoes. The one thing from last week that I wanted to tell you about the most, that probably most of you missed because they kept going cutting out, was about our new Patreon. I know that many of you may be saying, what is that? You may be unfamiliar with the concept. Patreon, it's a platform. It's online. They also have an app, just like everything else, and it's a membership-based platform. They created it mainly for like artists and people who create things, so that way they can connect with their fans and whatnot. And really, it was the people who are creators like that are using it to generate monthly income, not what we are trying to do at all. What we are trying to do with it, and we're not the only ones, is just to find us a nice quiet place where everything's together, where we're not out there screaming into the abyss of Insta Reels and stupid ads. And you guys know, it's like TikTok's blown up all over the internet and you can't find anything of interest, or someone constantly advertising stuff to you that you have zero interest in. I know I get on social media and I'm like, I don't know what half the stuff is I'm looking at anymore. And it's also a private place without trolls. And so we kind of created like just a very minimal membership level we could. It's like, what, $3 a month. But you're going to get your money back, I promise, because we're going to give you so much cool stuff. And then we have some higher levels where we're going to open up our classroom to you, special deals on yarn, all sorts of cool things. If you've been with me for a while, you know, I would hope that you know that I have a saying here that we don't serve nothing burgers. You like the double negative? No, nothing burgers here. And you might think, what's a nothing burger? I mean, that's what it is. It's something that's just like, you pay for it, and it's just like, I ate nothing. It's just yuck. I see a lot of things, a lot of very popular things sometimes, and I'm like, people pay for that? You're getting nothing but fluff and nothing. I really am a believer. I try to give you your money's worth. So I think that you will find, not just through the content, but through the deals and stuff that we're going to have for you, you're going to more than get your money's worth. If it were a free thing, I'd make it a free thing, but unfortunately it's not. But that's also what helps make it private. So that way it's just us, no trolls, and we can talk about even more than we're able to talk to here, broadcasting to the entire universe from Facebook Live. So go check it out. We'd love to have you. We can't wait to start really rocking with you guys. We have so many big things planned over on Patreon. And keep in mind, it will not replace anything we do now. We'll still be here every week with Facebook Live. We'll still have all our social media posts. Or someone asked about our loyalty program. That's not going anywhere. Nothing is replacing anything. This is just doing more. So more is a good thing. Now that we've recapped last week in a nutshell, let's get to this week. These were supposed to come last Monday. They were stuck in Louisville. Then they didn't come. And then we find out it's because the UPS man can't seem to deliver before dark. Mm-hmm. I think they kept putting it in the wrong truck. I think I'm in LA like going, where's our stuff? Where's our stuff? So we finally got our stuff. I had to shake a few trees there, didn't I? To find out where they were. This is the new Vendula bags for fall. We've been especially excited about these. If you're not familiar with Vendula, these are certified vegan bags. They are one of a kind. You're not going to see anybody else with bags like this. And these are all from their shop front series. Or really, I think any of their series. Once they make a bag, that's it. So they're collector's items. They're really hot bags. The first one is called Ceramica. And we liked it because it has buttons all over. It's a ceramic shop. You can see the little cap there with this pottery wheel. The back, it says, seize the clay. We always buy the grab bag style. So it's such a good style. And before it always had a zipper, but now it has this magnetic closure, and I'm going to really like that. These are really cool bags to have. And so along with the bag, we have the wallet and the little, this one had a zipper coin purse to go with it, which is fun. Because you got to have you got to have all the garb. That's Seize the Clay. If you like pottery or buttons or just a really fun red bag, you need that. This one, super excited about. Super excited about them all. This is the Sherlock Holmes bag, the Sherlock Detective Agency. And you can see little Sherlock there with his little cape. And I love it when they do little surprise things here. You open it up. Instead of Watson, that's Ratson. Get it? Because it's a cat and a rat. In fact, on the back, it says, it's elementary, my dear Ratson. And see, he's sitting right there. He's just so cute. We just love it. It looks like the roof. And of course, we have the wallet and the little clipper coin purse to go with that. This is just such a cute bag for you Sherlock Holmes lovers. This one, I think a lot of you are going to freak about because I always know what's like, oh my gosh, so cool. Now they have the tattoo parlor, y'all. Tattoo parlor. There he is. Look, he's giving somebody a tattoo on their foot. He's a cat-too artist. Get it? Cat-too because he's a cat. They're really clever. Really fun. I like all the embroidery detail up here. On the back, it says, my tattoos don't like you either, which is probably fitting for those of you with ink. And then we have this to go with it. And not in addition to the grab bag, there's also the backpack. These are already selling out, I know, in England. So this is gonna be a hot collector's item bag. We have one more that we're waiting on. And it's getting a little late in the season, but we didn't care. We said we want it anyway because we know how hot it's gonna be. I got word while I was away that they're being expressed over from London right now. Part of the delay has been, the Queen dying didn't help anything, is she rest in peace? But that kind of slowed things down coming out of England because of the mourning period. But the one that we're waiting on, it's going to be so hot, is for Halloween. They have a Halloween bag coming out. It's called Vendula Boulevard. It is fabulous. In fact, it is so hot they're already sold out in the UK. They sold out that fast and selling for triple the retail price on eBay. So it's going to be a hot bag. So you want to get that, even if they come right at Halloween. I told our US rep, I said, I don't even think I care if they come after Halloween. That bag is going to be so cool because Halloween stuff is just super popular. So if you think you want Vendula Boulevard, you might want to give us a shout because I don't know how long we're going to have those. Okay, so that's our Vendula bags. We're all really excited about those. Oh, CocoKnits, new things from CocoKnits. You might remember, in addition to their knitter's block, they had their sweater care kit. Well, they quit doing the complete sweater care kit sometime last year, and they're envisioning it as separate pieces. And so the first piece is a sweater brush, and this is to brush pills off your sweater. I like it. I haven't seen one this nice. I feel like a fancy person with my sweater brush. Yeah, and so that's one of the pieces, and they didn't have anything like that in the last one. It was really nice. And when I'm blocking stuff, I usually don't submerge it in water unless it gets dirty or needs stretched. But sometimes after you've worn it a while, you need to wash it. You sure don't want to send your hand to cleaners. So they have improved and come out with this new towel, super absorbent drying towel. It's very large. I'm not going to unroll it all the way because I'll never get it back in the case. It's very large. It's like a chamois for your knits. Because I know when I do wash things at home, I just can't go through enough bath towels. They just, get wet. And so this is going to really reduce that. So instead of having to do a load of towels every time you wash your sweater because you use so many or hang them all to dry, you can use the super absorbent drying towel because we make things, whether it's a sweater or a shawl, and sometimes they need washed, and you're going to wish you had one of these. So these are the two new products from CocoKnits that we just got in. They just released these. I am not getting that back in the bag at this moment in time. Oh, and then we have samples. And I had to make a list because we had so much to tell you about today. Carrie just finished this one. This is the Jade Scarf. Isn't that pretty? This is with felted tweed colors, two shades of it. And it makes this gorgeous ferrule design. So it's just 2 colors of yarn. Simple. It's not a real hard ferrule pattern. It's done in the rounds. You don't have to worry about purling. I don't think there's any floats to catch on this baby. So this one would be really fun to do. In fact, it is our fall knit along project, which is this Saturday at 1:30. And if you don't knit and you're like, well, I want to make something, you can also have a crochet along project too. We're doing the sunflower bag. So that's this Saturday at 1:30. If you want to come earlier in the day at 10:30, we have one of our favorite classes on error correction, how to fix stuff. And I can promise you that whether you're a new knitter or if you knit a long time, I'm probably going to teach you something in this class because we have a wide range of ways to fix stuff, going from beginners to some super advanced methods that I have on fixing and correcting errors, knitting errors. Crochet, you don't fix crochet errors, you just rip out. One benefit of knitting. Okay, and then these finally came. This is Louisa Harding. Some of her samples with her yarns. This is the, let's see, Anna wrap. It is done with the Amatola Grande, which is the bigger, and then it has the brush here at the bottom. And I think here, I'll take it off here so you can see it. Just a nice, pretty shawl, fun colors. See how those yarns work out. They're kind of, they stripe, the Amatola does. But I thought that was super pretty and a fun color. And then we have this one, which is called the Chio Cow. We should have these patterns on our website. I think we've got those patterns. Yeah, they came in. This is done with the new yarn from her, the Kraz, which is the worsted weight wool. It's so pretty. And then with the Amatola Grande, they've mixed them together in another fun ferrule pattern. So new samples to show. And I think I'm reached the end of my list, haven't I, Jeannie? I lost my list, so I guess we're at the end of it. I think that's all I had. Yeah, maybe I'll be more lively next Tuesday. Like I said, I flew in from I've been in LA since Thursday. Flew in late last night, and I have a snoring husband. So, yeah, that's why I looked like, and feel really super tired today. But Mason and I had a good time. We were in Claremont first. We flew to Ontario and then went to Claremont. and looked at a university, and he met up with a friend of his who goes to school out there. And then we spent 2 days in Claremont. Claremont's a lovely town. Really enjoyed Claremont. And then we drove in to the coast and stayed 2 nights in Santa Monica at the beach, visit family. So had a really nice time. And now we're back. Really tired. Should have planned that out where I had another day to recuperate, but it's all good. I had to get my kids to school super early this morning. I will try to get some sleep before next Tuesday, and I'm sure I'll have a lot more to tell you about. Go check us out on Patreon. We can't wait to start rocking and rolling with you guys over there. 2, keep in mind, 2. In addition, we're not going anywhere here. We're just gonna get you even more swag, more cool stuff. Gonna be fun. And that's all for today. Bye, y'all.